Awesome. Well, thank you for joining me today for this Wednesday wellness workshop. Today, we're going to be talking about the benefits of cannabis and cannabinoids for seniors and healthy aging. Okay. So I am going to share my screen if I can. Boom. You guys see that okay? Thumbs up. Awesome sauce. Fantastic. So this is all about the health, not about the high. There are some misconceptions when we talk about cannabis, and we're going to cover them today because it's not just marijuana or being a stoner or getting high. It's truly about the health. So we're going to do some education on that. All right, let's get this over here. So as you age, a lot of the issues that I find when working with folks is that there's a lot of negative side effects. And the older we get, right, especially if we're not taking care of ourselves, the more medications we have. Then the more medications we have, the more medications we need to offset this, to offset that, right? Grateful that you ladies are with us at Resiliency in Motion and don't have to deal with all those meds and meds and meds, but I'm sure you've seen people who have, right? So I found it to be a major complaint among the seniors. And we have studies found that elderly patients living in an assisted living center cut back significantly on their pharmaceuticals because they were taking CBD or other cannabinoids and not psychoactive cannabinoids. So topics that we're, whoops. Oh, look at this. All right, topics we're going to cover today we're going to discover the family of plants. We're going to talk about our endocannabinoid system, what you should look for in a product, and science-based solutions. Every single stat that I give you today, I have gotten from pubmed.gov. Everything is going to be scientifically proven, and I will not repeat anything that is not scientifically proven unless I preface with, this is just my opinion. All right. So the difference between hemp and marijuana. Cannabis is a family of plants. There is hemp, there is marijuana, there is also hops. Who here has ever drinking a beer in their life? Julie, you've never drank a beer? Right? Well, guess what? Hops are in beer. So you actually did partake in the cannabis family. So you're going to hear me reference THC and CBD throughout this entire presentation. However, as science progresses, you're going to start to hear more and more about like CBN, CBG, CBC, and some other cannabinoids. Like I said before, I will only share science-based test results with you today. So when we look at hemp, hemp is legal. It's high in CBD and it's low in THC. There are over 50,000 known industrial uses for hemp. Marijuana, on the other hand, is high in THC, which is psychoactive, and low in CBD. So they actually, hemp was known as the hippies' disappointment. I just thought that was a fun little tidbit. So let's talk about the endogenous cannabinoid system, which was discovered in 1992. And we've all heard of the muscular system, the skeletal system, the nervous system, the endocrine system, right? The digestive system. We've heard of all those things. Well, the endogenous cannabinoid system is actually the largest self-regulatory system in our body. It's like the mother umbrella to all of the other systems. So this particular system has two sets of receptors, CB1 which are located throughout the brain and the central nervous system, and CB2, which regulates and maintains the immune system throughout the body. Our goal is to give the body what it needs to hit homeostasis. And homeostasis is just balance in the body, allowing the body to heal itself and function efficiently and effectively. So, how cannabinoids work? Cannabinoids are not medications, okay? Cannabinoids are actually food, and they're an essential nutrient that feeds our endocannabinoid system. The endocannabinoid system, as you just learned, is the largest regulatory system in the body. And when it's fed nutritionally and fueled properly, the body will find homeostasis or balance. And as I wrote here, a homeostatic body performs optimally and stops manifesting barriers to great health. The miracle is actually not in the oil, it's in our bodies. We give our bodies what it needs. I always go back to, like, if I drive a brand new car that's supposed to take unleaded fuel, am I going to put diesel in it? No. You're going to put what it needs in it, right, to make it run efficiently. This is no different. So let's take a look at what cannabinoids can do for you. And you may think that I'm speaking directly to you. And if you do, take note, because this might be a solution. I am not specifically singling anybody out. So first, let's talk about arthritis. While CBD has been widely used, it's believed that CBD could specifically support joint health. This is because CBD attaches itself to the CB2 receptors, reducing inflammation and alleviating discomfort in almost any part of the body. The overall relaxation effects on CBD can also provide tremendous benefits for overall pain relief. So among the most common reasons why people as we age use cannabinoids are because of their potential effects, their capabilities for alleviating pain and reducing inflammation. And as you all have heard me say 100 times, like, inflammation is the root of all disease, right? So a vast number of studies have shown that the two major cannabinoids, including CBD and THC, reduce pain related to the items that you see on the slide there. Their anti-inflammatory effects have shown to help reduce the development of several severe conditions as well. So, I mean, who here knows somebody with arthritis? Right. Has or had cancer, neuropathy? I mean, if you look at that list, fibromyalgia, Crohn's disease, multiple sclerosis, we all know someone that a lot of these diseases have affected. So now let's jump up to brain health. Our risk for developing dementia, unfortunately, increases as we age. But cannabinoids may help prevent the disorder from developing, or at least limit their progression. CBD has been found to have neuroprotectant properties. And what this means is it reduces damage to the brain and the nervous system and encourages growth of new cells. So, keeping on to brain health, these properties may be beneficial for preventing or limiting the progression of neurological disorders such as Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, ALS, horrible diseases. So by enhancing the birth of new brain cells and supporting the brain's repair process, cannabinoids could help resist the development of various types of dementia. Let's jump down to our heart. Studies show that CBD has a tremendous benefits for our cardiovascular system as well. It causes vasorelaxation in our arteries, which can help support healthy blood pressure and increase blood flow to the heart. It's been shown to alleviate tissue damage, which can prevent the heart from receiving enough oxygen, right? So what else do we hear? Let's talk about bone health. With aging, our bone density naturally decreases. It makes us susceptible to osteoporosis and fractures. This is especially true for women over 50 because hormonal changes related to menopause swiftly break down bone tissue. Studies suggest that CBD has the capability of significantly improving the healing process of fractured bones, right? What's one of the biggest things we worry about? Oh God, I don't want to fall and break a hip, right? I mean, as we age. I hope I'm not ready for that, but who knows? Anything can happen. You know how wild and crazy I can be. So a little bit more on bone health, osteoporosis, and as most of you probably know, having thyroid issues really makes you susceptible to osteoporosis. So we know that it's a degenerative bone condition that dramatically increases the risk of fractures, primarily hips or vertebrae in older people. The bones become weakened and fractures can render you from being immobile or even bed rest. Nobody has time for that. A matter of fact, in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research, a study was published stating that CBD could help with general bone strength and expedite healing. So what's another thing that we hear people struggling with? Sleep. The older we get, the harder it is to get regular quality nights of sleep. And with age, we have a tendency not to get enough deep sleep, which is when our brain cells restore themselves. CBN, or cannabinol, let's see, here it is. You guys see that? This is a mildly psychoactive and sedative cannabinoid that was the first one to be isolated in the cannabis plant. I actually take this product nightly. And what I love, my issue, like falling asleep, I have this crazy busy mind of all the things I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna save the world. Well, we need to shut that off so we can get some sleep, right? And what this product does is it just relaxes me. It's great for anxiety. And the next thing I know, and I have to allow myself, because I can fight it. You know, I've tried. I totally have. But I have to talk to myself and I do some breathing exercises. And the next thing I know, I give in and I get the best sleep since I've started this product. It literally has changed my life. CBD is also known for processing alerting properties and increasing wakefulness. But when it's taken early enough in the day, it's shown to later affect your sleep, so help you to get to sleep. For those struggling with stress, CBD has also shown to potentially reduce anxiety and emotional discomfort. So what do we need to know when we are purchasing cannabinoids? And this is so important. You know how picky we are about our food and where it comes from and all of that? Well, it's the same thing. Your supplements are only as good as the foods they're made from. So we're going to use CBD as an example, but this goes with all cannabinoids. CBD needs to be listed in the ingredient list. Right? You'd be surprised, reeling it in, but you would be surprised how many products are out there that say, oh, well, this is CBD didn't work for me. And you read the label and it's not even on there. It needs to say cannabidiol, okay? Not hemp, there's a lot of ways that they get away from that. It needs to say cannabidiol. We want to say yes to MCT oils. So like organic coconut oils. And what that is, it is a carrier oil, medium chain triglyceride. Yes, to other high quality herbs and adaptogens. And we want to make sure the serving size is in milligrams. We want something aligned with current science, not a drop of this or a, you know, like what the hell, what is that even, right? We want to know how many milligrams am I supposed to put in my body to do this. Right. So things we don't want additives and preservatives. And why in heck would I put coloring or flavoring in a product that came from nature? Like, it just blows me. Well, mine's chocolate mint. I'm like, well, mine tastes like grass. And I like it. At first, it was a little, I'm like, oh, Crystal, remember the first time I did the God. Green? Jen Fleischer was with us. And she was on Zoom, and I had used the gold before, which is this beautiful amber color, and, you know, and it's not a lot of flavor. Well, this thing, let me tell you what, I'm just going to show you. Actually, I'll show you at the end because that way it will be up close, but it is green like grass. Yeah. And it is amazing. And that's because it has all of the plant phytonutrients in it, which also help you. And so we don't want sweeteners. Again, why are we putting all of this artificial whatever into our already natural product? And as I said before about the whole measuring and dropping and all of that, like, we want to know that we are working with a reputable company, that they are science-based, that they have proven third-party, what is it called? Third-party testing that has nothing to do with that company. Right. So one of the things that we do at Canaway, which is the product I use, is, yeah, they do their own testing for sure, but then it gets triple lab tested. Then it goes to a lab that has absolutely nothing to do with us and tested again. And oftentimes when you find like bad things that come out about companies, it comes from these third parties that are like, hey, did you know this has whatever in it? So it makes me very proud to be affiliated with this company. The other thing I like for people to know, or questions that I hear, how long will it take before I feel anything? And it's funny because it depends on the cannabinoid, but I always encourage people to do a 90-day plan. Why, you ask? Because everybody's homeostatic body is in a different place. It could take 3 hours, 3 weeks, or 3 months. For me, it was 6 weeks. I hadn't hit a REM cycle in over a decade. I had been to doctors, naturopathic endocrinologists. Like, yes, I've had a bad thyroid since I was 22. My adrenals were bad. And so I just thought, well, I guess I'm just not supposed to sleep. I started taking this product, and after it was 6 weeks, I will never, ever forget the day. I woke up at 5 o'clock, jumped out of bed, and I started texting Sarah. I don't know if you guys remember Coach Sarah, because I had a dream about her, and it was the first time I had had a dream in over a decade. And then I'm like, oh crap, it's 5 a.m. on a Sunday, and I'm texting. However, she celebrated with me. And to be honest with you, like, my life has only been changed for the better since I've started these supplements. It's been amazing. So I just want to stop sharing so I can see all my lovely ladies. You want me to keep recording? And let's see what we have for Q&A. Sure. Everybody come off mute. Let's talk.
You just reminded me I gotta put my salve on.
See, Jackie?
So I don't know, I did something to my thumb when I was skiing. I banged it that one time, and ever since then it's been sore. So what I do is I put just a little bit on my finger and I just rub it in. And I'll tell you, within not even a minute, it's better.
I have all the things right here. I always have an open sob.
I was gonna say to show them what that looks
Yep.
like.
So the sob
Yeah.
is, it is, I call it solve, because it solves all the things.
It's amazing.
So if I have a headache, I'll put some on my temples, back of my neck. If I have sore muscles, I put it on for that, or an injury, joint pain.
Yeah.
Athlete's foot. I'm not the one with that. Just note to self. But somebody needs new boots. Like,
I wonder who.
So it's truly bad. I've used it in my eyeball because I had a sty.
It's very gentle.
Doesn't hurt, I've used it on Duke. He's eaten it. It won't hurt him. So
I use it on my elbows from the plank transfers.
Calluses.
Down on calluses. Yep. I use it on bug bites. Like if you get it, the bug bite right after it happens, to put some of that salve on it.
I'll tell you, my husband's a big skeptic when it comes to herbal supplements or anything of nature and all that. And his back was bugging him one day. And I said, come on, just try a little of this salve. And within a minute, his pain was away. He was like, oh my God, this stuff works.
So this you're supposed to keep in the fridge, right? Thank you, Jack. I said, right? This you keep in the fridge. I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's been sitting in my hot office for a minute and it's kind of melting on my finger, but you can see, right? And you just
picture it's kind of like black. It doesn't taste like toothpaste. I'm just saying that the way it comes out is kind of like a black toothpaste, like a little dollop that she had. But it tastes like grass. It tastes like the earth.
Oh, it's nasty.
It's
Too late.
Yeah, and they got different oils too. They got different oils that don't taste as bad. Like Josh Adams doesn't care for that one. I use that, but he'll use the
The other thing you can do is we have these veggie caps that you can actually. This is what I had to do for Johnny. Take it apart, stick it in, and you can use that as well. And they do actually come in the tablets as well. But I prefer. I just like the raw.
You like dirt.
I love dirt. I do. I'm a farm girl.
Yeah.
So this is CBG. I don't know if I mentioned that, but CBG is kind of like happy and little energy and just really keeps you in a good mindset.
Just what you need.
Yep. Sure is. No, but you know how sometimes like I'm all excited and I've done my workout and then I come in here and then I've been on this damn computer for so long and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have me a hit of this.
Yeah.
And I actually took 2 today because in between calls, the Pure Gold. Pure Gold is an oil. It is in a carrier oil, the coconut oil, which it doesn't taste like coconut oil. But this product is actually in the physician's desk reference. And that the PDR is where all doctors go to, oh, they've got this ailment. Well, what do I prescribe them? It is the only CBD or cannabinoid oil in the PDR, which is kind of a big deal. And then the pure CBD, which is just the CBD molecule, where this has the entourage effect. It has all the cannabinoids kind of working together, which is my preference. But if people like, there might be a hint of THC, it would never be enough. You wouldn't even feel it. But if people like, I have some law enforcement that I teach about this, and this is the one I give them because it's only the CBD molecule. And then my favorite of favorites, the CBN, which really makes you, I just can't even tell you. If I was upset, like I wish that they had made this and this was out when my dad passed, because it just gets rid of that horrible anxiety and horrible feeling, you know? So you can use it for many things. What questions do you ladies have for me? No questions? I was that good. Awesome.
Well, I'm pretty privy to the CBD because I was there when Jen Fletcher first came on board with us and
So,
everything. But
yeah,
I didn't realize that you could actually take it for like during the day for you to sleep at night too. Like that kind of stood out to me.
nice.
Yeah.
So it's better to take, if you're taking like CBD, anything, whatever, to take it in the morning to help you sleep at night.
If you're taking CBD for that, yes. If you're taking CBN, you take it just before, like 15 minutes before you want to fall asleep.
Okay.
Just because of the effects that it has on the body. It really puts you into this really relaxed state. And like I said, can you fight it? You absolutely can. I mean, because I tried. I know that's terrible, but I wanted to, I tried. And I can, but then I ended up taking another one just to, because I'm like, all right, now you've proven your point. Go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
What's your take on gummies, Perla?
They probably have sugar in them and flavoring, and I don't do anything that I can get natural.
Okay.
So I would do oil
Mhm.
from a reputable company.
Okay.
Sue, did you have a question, honey?
Well, no, I'm just wondering, like, I don't really have any symptoms that I need to take that for, but is there still a benefit to take something like that on a daily basis?
100%, honey. Think about the dementia. Think of that you just heard about,
Okay,
right? The brain
right.
health, the heart health,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. It's being proactive with your health.
Yeah, okay.
You
That's
know,
what I
and if
wanted
you
to
can
know, right.
protect those cells in your brain, yeah, it's absolutely been a game changer.
I get it. Yep.
Yep. Awesome. Well, all right, ladies. If you do have questions or you want to try anything, you know where to find me. And I'll see you tonight, except for Sue, because she doesn't want to dance with me, which is fine. I'll see you tomorrow night. And you guys tonight. And, Julie, you're welcome to come to wine too. It's just all the things. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you. I
Thank
hope that you
you.
learned something, and I hope
Thank
it was
you.
valuable and will change your life.
Have a great
Thank
rest
you.
of your day.
Bye.
Love you.